Wherever you are, get comfortable and get ready to spot the beautiful moves of Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi. In this video, we are going to take a look at brilliant moves of Arjun Erigaisi where he sacrifices his queen, rook, knight, bishop and pawn. Let's get started. This is his game from the Rapid Chess Championship on chess.com where his opponent is Wesley So, and Wesley has attacked his opponent's bishop, Arjun's bishop on g5 with f6, and Arjun brought his bishop to c1. Wait for it, the tactic is coming. His opponent played queen f7, and in this position, Arjun exploited the fact that the bishop on b7 is hanging. So this is a good thing to remember when you're playing chess, that if there is a piece that's unprotected, then it might be useful to you in some tactic. Here Arjun found knight f g5, and in this position if the knight is captured, then there is knight takes g5, and on the next move Arjun will capture the bishop and will remain a pawn up. In the game after knight f g5, Wesley So played queen d7, and here comes knight takes f6. The idea is that on the next move he will capture the bishop on b7. He went on to win this game, but this was a critical moment where he won the important pawn on f6. Position number 2. In this game, Arjun Erigaisi was black. This happened in the Pro Chess League on chess.com, and his opponent Pavel played knight to h4. He wants to play bishop f5, which is understandable, but this is a blunder. The point is that there's going to be a blast, and the blast is going to happen on g2, and Arjun found a way to blast on g2 with bishop takes g2 here, which is a brilliant move. And the point is that after knight takes g2, there comes another move, that is rook into g2. It's another sacrifice. So here we saw a sacrifice with the bishop and the rook. And the point is, after bishop in g2, bishop f5 is impossible thanks to this discovered check with bishop takes h3, and the bishop will be picked up. So after bishop to g2, knight into g2, rook into g2, king into g2, there came rook g8 check, and the king got hunted with king f3. There followed queen takes h3, and then came the rook. And after king d5, he played a cute move, rook f4, intending queen e6, which forced his opponent to give up the queen. He eventually converted the game into a full point. Position number 3. Here we have Arjun Erigaisi playing white against Alexis Sarana, and this is a game from the chess.com Rapid Chess Championship, and Arjun has just sacrificed a pawn with f5 in a very typical Grand Prix or Grand Prix style. After f5, g takes h5, he goes on to threaten a checkmate with queen h5, rook f8, the pawn is defended. They follow knight takes h7, and after a few moves we reach this position with e takes f5 and knight takes f5. The good thing about having a great position is that there are many ways to continue the game. So in this position also Arjun had many moves. So let's go straight into that position, which is very critical and which I feel is a beautiful moment. He played rook takes f5, queen takes a1 check, king f2, bishop d4 check happened, king came to e2. The threat is queen takes f7, which is pretty deadly. So he had to take up the bishop. There followed rook takes f7 check, king d8, check with the queen, pushing the king even further with queen h4, and then knight check with the king has to move because the bishop cannot capture the knight. As you can see, there's a pin here. And then after king b6, he played rook takes d7. And this is the moment. After rook a f8, his opponent is threatening queen f1 check, trying to coordinate his forces. Here is your chance to spot the only winning move which Arjun found in the game. In 5 seconds, I'll give you a clue. The clue is that it's a rook sacrifice. And in another 5 seconds, I will reveal the answer. Alright. So let's go. In this position, Arjun found rook takes b7. Point is that if king captures on b7, there is a mate in 3. Congratulations if you found rook takes b7, and congratulations if you also saw this checkmate in 3, which happens after queen e7, queen a7 and queen c7. So after rook takes b7, his opponent played king to a5. Rook takes a7 follows, he repeats once and then plays queen e1. Now, this is a great way to go into an endgame where there is just no chance of loss. He's dominating the position, he has an extra piece because he has 2 pieces for the rook. He later went on to win this game. Position number 4. This is his game from the Commonwealth Championship in 2019, and his opponent is Ajay Karthikeyan. Here, after g5, the knight on f6 is under attack. And it's already a great position for white. In this position, knight g4 was the best way to prolong the game. Knight h5 loses to rook h5 followed by knight f5. Knight c5 also loses to knight f5 because there is this mate on g7, and on gf5 there is always gf6 threatening mate on g7. But in the game, his opponent played knight to e8. This is your moment to find the beautiful move. We have looked at the pawn sacrifice, we have looked at the knight sacrifice, we have looked at the bishop sacrifice, we have looked at the rook sacrifice, and now it's time to look at the queen sacrifice. The queen sacrifice comes here. He plays queen takes h7 check, and after king takes h7, there's h takes g6. The point is that if the king goes to g8, which happened in the game, he has rook h8 check, king g7, knight f5 check, king takes g6, a lovely king hunt. And then comes a rook 8 h6 check. You bring back the rook because this rook is required to cover the 6th rank. King takes g5, and there follows rook 1 h5 checkmate. A beautiful mate where all the pieces are playing major roles. In this, the king cannot go to f4 or g4, the pawn and the knight are covering those squares. What a beautiful checkmate, isn't it? This was position number 4. Let's go to the final position. Position number 5. Bishop into e5 happened, attacking the rook on a1. This is his game against Anton Kurobov. And Arjun Erigaisi was white here, and this happened in the Tal Memorial event in 2021. The rook on a1 is hanging. Arjun did not bother to defend it. He played h into g5, which I consider as a good move. His opponent picked up the rook. Arjun played g6, threatening rook takes h7, and his opponent said, okay, I will defend it with knight f6. Arjun played queen h6, getting his queen into action. His opponent played rook takes a2. This is your moment. It's white to play. Do you want to play queen takes f8? Do you want to play g7 check? Do you want to play knight takes f6? Do you want to play queen takes h7? Do you want to play bishop takes e6? There are many moves, but there's only one move which finishes the game in 3 moves. So it's checkmate in 3. Congratulations if you found the excellent queen takes h7. I hope you heard the blast there on h7. And knight takes h7, there is a rook takes h7 check, and after king g8 there is knight takes e7 checkmate. So those were the 5 examples I had picked. There were many other tactical shots played by Arjun, some of which I covered last year, where there's a video with the title 5 chess moments of Arjun Erigaisi. Also, Arjun Erigaisi's brilliant move against Fabiano Caruana made it into the top 5 moves of 2021 by Indian stars. That's also another video which we'll link in the description. You can watch that. What a player, isn't it? I hope you had fun in solving these positions featuring the games of Arjun Erigaisi. I have a question for you. I want to know, which tactical theme do you love solving? I have a feeling that you're probably going to say queen sacrifice, but I'm very curious. So do let me know your favorite tactical theme, or a tactical theme that you would like to solve in a chess game. Or you can also tell me a favorite tactical theme that you want to happen in your game. Alright then, that's all from my side. Get going. Bye bye.